Yes, welcome again to my mathematics online tutorial, and into this class I'll still be teaching us what we call complex numbers, and specifically we'll be discussing algebra of complex number. When we talk about algebra of complex number, it means addition of complex numbers, subtraction, division, and what multiplication. But into this class, let us discuss first addition. For example, when we have two complex numbers like this, z1 equal to a plus bi, and have the second complex number z2 equal to c plus di. I know these complex numbers are generic in nature, all right, because we are not using numeric. Now, that is why we are not using numbers. Now, we want to find z1 plus z2. What are we going to do? To find z1 plus z2, that is, let's add the two complex numbers together. Look at it now. So here, my z1 is what? A plus b 1i plus what? This is the first one. Z2 is c plus di. Now, if you are adding this, you will need to add the real first before you add up the imaginary. Like what I told us yesterday in the first class. This one, A, is the real here. Then here, C is the real. Then the imaginary here is this, bi here. So let's add up the real, A plus C. So we now have A plus C, and plus we move back to the word imaginaries, which is bi and this. So we can just say bi plus di. But when you check very well, I is common to both sides. So it's advisable to write it like this: b plus d, then we factor out I. So z1 plus z2 equal to this guy. So with this now, let's consider a very simple example on what? Addition of complex number. For example, if we have z1 to be equal to 2 plus 3i, and we have z2 to be equal to 1 plus 2i. So find z1 plus z2. You see now, if you check very well, our A is like 2, B is 3, C is 1, D is 2. So we're going to be adding this z1, z2 using the same process above. So mind you, this is a generic case, but this is now a particular case. Now let's add z1 plus z2 will be equal to what? So it will be 2 plus 3i plus what? 1 plus 2i. Alright? So it's not going to be, what are we going to do? Mind you, we add up the real first. It's going to be what? 2 plus 1. Then the imaginary is here, 3i, 2i. So 3i plus 2i. If you check very well, it's the same thing with what we did here. Look at the A, you're like 2. Look at the C, you're like 1. B, 3, D, 2. Now, 2 plus I, 2 plus 1, you have 3. Plus, this becomes 5i, alright? So therefore mean z1 plus z2 is equal to 3 plus 5i. So with time, I'll be teaching us how to represent this result on an Haggard diagram. So with time, we'll do that one. God bless you and bye.